Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is
Good
Rajkaran
evening.
Mishra. Thank you. My name is Rajkaran Mishra, and I'm the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome all the fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests to the Bombay Toastmasters meeting number 325. I would like to start the this meeting with the mission of Toastmasters Club, what we do. So we provide positive and supportive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. So I would like to state some rules which are to be followed in this virtual meeting or in this Zoom meeting. So few rules. All the speakers are requested to do a quick audio and video check before they start their speech. I would request not to type in the chat box when the speaker is speaking, as it may disturb him or her, the speaker. You are all requested to keep your audio on mute in case you are not speaking, and accidentally do not click on share screen unless your speech or role requires you to do so. So now I would like to call upon someone who's going to take this meeting forward, who is nowadays busy in most of the time in the devoting his time to the Toastmasters, but somehow he's managing to get the time to play the chess. I'm not sure whether he's at master level or at a beginner level. So we have to ask him separately. So what regarding Toastmasters, he has just completed the formalities for chartering a community club and us now involved in chartering a new college club. That's great. So let's put our hand together for our president and area director of B2, I think. So please welcome our Toastmaster Babu. Babu, you are there on the screen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajkaran, Sergeant at Arms, for your wonderful words of introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening. Merry Christmas and season's greetings to all of you. I believe that 2020 is finally coming to an end. Of course, it has been a roller coaster year for many of us, perhaps even a year of setbacks for a few, maybe some personal loss and misery for others, and even uncertainty at times. But as they say, every cloud has a silver lining. And for many of us who have been able to survive the trauma and suffering this far, the flip side, I would say, has been that it has taught us the values of patience, discipline, forgiveness, gratefulness, and so many other qualities, all for the blessings of life. As Robin Sharma says, begin to see your troubles as blessings. Resolve to transform your stumbling blocks into stepping stones and turn your pain into wisdom. And going forward in the year ahead, we will need a lot more of this strength and forbearance. And on that rather subdued note of celebrations, may I welcome all our esteemed guests of the evening and ask them what has brought them here for this meeting. I invite the guests to come forward one by one and tell us. Guest Madhu Kumar first.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Yeah, I'm Madhu Kumar. I'm from DET Toastmasters Club, which is in Hubli, Karnataka state. So during this pandemic, I've got the opportunity to visit other clubs which would not have been possible during other times. Suppose if I want to visit other places. Now I'm able to experience your club meeting through this online. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhu. You are from DET Toastmasters, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. And I do hope you are not always in debt, Toastmasters. I hope somebody is laughing out there. Okay. Mehak, may I invite Mehak to say a few words?
So, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm Mehak Salia and I'm from VJTI Toastmasters, which hasn't yet been chartered. So, before that experience, I wanted to experience the other Toastmaster clubs in Bombay, especially this one being the oldest. So, that's why I'm here. And thank you for having me here.
Yeah, it may be the oldest Toastmasters, all right, but we are all very young people at heart. Thank you. We have another guest. Let me see. Swati Sharma. Swati, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. My background is not ready for video, but it's lovely being here. And it's nice to see you in that Santa cap.
Thank you so much.
As
Thank
for the
you.
festivities.
Thanks for coming. Thank you. Over to Sharad now.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm joining from Jharkhand, Ranchi. I'm at my hometown.
Wonderful.
So this online platform is allowing me to join this meeting.
Yeah.
So thank you. Yeah.
Thanks for coming, and we hope you have a good time today.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think we have one more guest, Charles. I remember Charles has attended earlier. Welcome once again. Charles, are you there?
Yeah, thank you so much, Babu. Actually, the network issue is there, so I couldn't put on my video.
No
But love to be here in this club.
Thank you. Thank you. So thank you to all the guests for having gracing this occasion and our last session of the year. So without further ado, let us get ahead with the meeting. And to take us through the session today, we have a Toastmaster who has endured more than her fair share of pain and troubles in life. But she is a person who believes that when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And it is this steely quality that has seen her transform into a budding HR professional today. So, fellow Toastmasters, please put your hands together for the ebullient Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Hemangi. Over to Hemangi.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Presiding Officer Babu. That was a wonderful introduction.
Welcome.
And I'm overwhelmed with that. Thank you.
All the best.
Thanks. This is my first ever attempt for the Toastmaster of the Day. So I really wish best from all of you. And I will take this over.
Yeah.
Can you see my video? I got the message that you can't see my video, but I am on the video.
We can see your photograph.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Can I? Yeah. Great. Toastmasters and your guests, Why am I echoing?
Because you're logged in from 2 devices.
You
Is it okay?
you can mute your other device, or you can
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you. Thanks. So, fellow Toastmasters and your guest, first and foremost, Merry Christmas to all of you. And we will take
Thank you.
this
Wish you the same.
meeting ahead. It is my privilege and pleasure to welcome all of you to the Bombay Toastmaster Club meeting number 325. And for the benefit of the guest, I would like to explain the basic structure of the meeting. So meeting is divided into 3 rounds. The first is the prepared speech round, where the member will deliver speeches based on their pathways and the project that they choose. The second part of the session is the table topic round. Now, this round is
Can't hear you, Himangi.
Himangi, your video is also, we can't
also known as the impromptu speech as well found. The third and the as well. Okay, there's a challenge. Can you see me now? Can you see me now?
Not really.
Yeah.
Yep.
Himangi, just a
Yes.
second. I mean, your other device is also on. So
No,
you
I'll
can
keep this
just-
only on now. I'll keep this only on now. Rest other one I will switch off.
Yeah, that will be better. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks. So I was talking about the third and final part, which is the evaluation round, in which all the prepared speeches as well as other aspect of the session will be evaluated by the general evaluator and his or her team. Today is 26th December. Few more days and the year 2020 is over. 2020 for most of us is a year to forget. The world has stopped and normal is no more normal. But still, we remain steadfast, adapted the new normal and moved on. And now we all are looking forward for year 2021. And that is the theme of today's meeting. Thank God, it's December. But why only 2020? Isn't it every year that we wait for December? This throughout the year. Likewise, even our meetings of Toastmaster required someone who can guide and help us throughout this meeting. So it is my duty to introduce you to the role bearer who will help us in the meeting for today's session. So let me start with the first grammarian. When I asked this Toastmaster, what does December mean to him? He immediately replied, December is holiday and celebration. And this is his favorite month. So I like to welcome TM Toastmaster Sunil to give us introduction about grammarian rule. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Himangi. And upfront, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. Babu's set the tone for this meeting very well with his cap. Now on the role of grammarian. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to listen to everything said during the meeting and to note and report any particularly effective use of grammar and grammatically incorrect speeches. As grammarian, it is also my role to introduce the word of the day. So I'd like to share my screen for word of the day. I hope it works Well, can you see the screen? Yeah. So word of the day is sanguine, which is an adjective. What it means is cheerful and hopeful for the future. And the usage of this word can be in a sentence like this: news of the vaccine has made us sanguine about the future. So I'll encourage all speakers to use this word of the day. Thank you. Over to you, Hemangi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil. I would again like to tell all the participants to please use this word. Now, the next Toastmaster I'm going to introduce is our counter role. When I asked the same question to our Toastmaster, he replied, December is the celebration month for him, as his birthday and the anniversary both comes in same month. So before I hand over this to Toastmaster Dilip, we wish the best wishes for anniversary. Over to you, Toastmaster Dilip.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guest. The purpose of the R counter is to listen to all the speakers and note the number of below speaking errors for each participant. Words or sounds used as crutch such as filler words such as you know, well, long pauses used as filters and not as a necessary part of a sentence structure. Connective words such as and, so. As a R counter, I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrases, for example, I, or this means, I'll give a report when called upon at the end of the meeting. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dilip. And now, last but not the least, the timer role. Timer role, he's playing the role. And I asked him, what does December mean to him? He was so excited. But this month, he took a brave decision and resigned from his decade-old company to shift to Ahmedabad. Start all the very best, Master Rajkar, for this big move. And over to you to talk about the timer role. Thank you. You're not audible, Toastmaster.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I just can't hear.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Hemangi, for the wishes. And as a timer, my duty is to time the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. For the prepared speeches, the time allotted depends on the project the speaker is doing. So, for example, for the icebreaker, the time allotted is 4 to 6 minutes. So when the minimum time allotted is 4 minutes, so at the minimum time allotted, I'll display the green card. So it will be shared when the speaker is speaking, and in the mid time, like 5 minutes, I'll be displaying the yellow card, and at the at the final, like when the speaker has reached the maximum allotted time, I'll display the red card, and when called upon, I'll share my reports. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Hemangi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajkaran. We often think of December a sign of end of the year, but it also means New Year is just around the corner with the chance of new beginning. time for new resolutions, new plan, and preparation to achieve our future plans. So, in the next segment, our participants are going to showcase their preparation learned for their speeches. So before I call upon the first prepared speech, let me call upon a Toastmaster who will tell us about the purpose and pathway for our first prepared speech speaker. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Pratibha to talk about the pathway of her speaker.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Speaker today is attending his second project, Evaluation and Feedback from Level 1 of Pathways. The purpose of this project is to present a speech on any topic and receive feedback and apply the feedback to a second speech. Today, he will be applying his feedback and demonstrate us that how he has applied the feedback from the first speech. Time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pratibha. So when I asked our first speaker, same question, what is December for him? He said, December is for enjoying the cold weather, but the warm hearts. It is the time to show gratitude to our past and hope for our bright future. I'd like to welcome Toastmaster Manan for his speech. The topic is the greatest fear. Toastmaster Manan, the greatest fear. Over to you.
Am I audible?
Yes.
And I hope I'm visible.
Yes.
It is believed that out of many fears which cripples a human mind, the fear which is most feared is the fear of unknown. Our mind seems to have negative images of the things which it can't see, and ultimately it reduces its ability to cope up with the changes. We have always heard that what you can think, you can achieve. But is it so simple? Every individual faces challenges which have arose due to his own past myths, beliefs, or sometimes his own personal experiences. Be it public speaking, winning in sports, writing a book, or even cracking an entrance exam, we all tend to face a personal mental barrier which we are unable to overcome. However, we tend to undermine the power of our physiological mind. As one of our Toastmasters frequently tells us, the power of subconscious mind. So, the historic event of 4-minute mile is a great alert for all of us in remembering the power of our mind. For many decades, athletes and sprinters across Europe, North America, and Australia were trying to achieve the target of running a mile in 4 minutes. However, none of them were able to crack it. The target of achieving this goal was said to be the most important goal in the last century for the athletes. So much so that the best of coaches and the athletes were trying to figure out what are the most favorable and suitable conditions under which this target could be achieved. Many articles were written about this goal, and there was a lot of media hype and public curiosity which was created due to the fact every time an athlete tried to achieve the goal. The experts believed that the factors which could help in achieving the goals were: number one, perfect weather; number two, a windless day; number three, a dry sand, dry clay on a track; number four, a large gathering of audience cheering to achieve the target. However, there was this young athlete who was named Roger Bannister, who did not believe in the traditional beliefs. The media labeled him as a lone wolf who would not conform to the traditional as well as the historic beliefs. It was Roger Bannister who broke the record on 6th May 1954, achieving this target in 3 minutes 59 and 4/10 of the second. But wait, the surprise doesn't end here. What was even more shocking was the factors in which he achieved this target. It was a rainy day. It had a wet track. It was an extremely windy day. And there was a very small gathering at Oxford who could hardly cheer the athletes. Well, the surprise doesn't end over here. What was even more surprising was the target, which seemed to be unsurmountable for most of the athletic world, till the time Roger Bannister achieved it, was immediately broken. 46 days he had achieved the target. And going ahead, within half century, the same target was achieved more than 1,000 times. Now the question remains, what had happened which was not seen to be surmountable earlier and could have been achieved now? Was there any genetic enhancement in the human race which created those super racers, and now the target seems easy? No, it was the mental blockage, or we say the mental barrier. For the last century, the people could not see anyone achieve those targets, and so they believed that this could not be achieved. But as soon as some there was this curiosity and self-belief that one can achieve this target. So Toastmasters, what is your mental barrier? Be it public speaking, cracking an entrance exam, or winning in sports. We all tend to have these personal inhibitions, and our mind tend to create our own obstacles when some experts tell us about it. But as they say, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Who knows that your personal beliefs and the goal, stability of your goal, can be that ignition point which can help you in becoming the first person in whatever field you want to achieve success in. And ultimately, that could be the one which can help you your greatest fear. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manan. It was such a wonderful speech. Yes, I agree. Everyone has one other fear. But as you rightly said, your firm belief can overcome it, and what you think, you can really achieve it. Thank you so much for this. Now we'll give 30 seconds to individual feedback to Toastmaster Manan. Great. Now let's move to our next speaker of the day. Now, before we move to our next speaker, I'd like to welcome our veteran Toastmaster of Bombay Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Arvind, to tell us about the speech purpose and the pathway. Over to you, Toastmaster Arvind.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, compliments of the season. The speaker today is attempting a level 2 project, which is understanding your leadership style. The purpose is for to identify his primary leadership style or styles. And through his speech, he has to share some aspect of his or his primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. Timer, please note, it's 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Himangi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvind. So let me introduce our next speaker for this evening, for whom the December is a time for celebration again, as every week, some or other birthday or anniversary celebration is lined up. And today is his mother's birthday. I'm happy to see how much Toastmaster Ankit value Toastmasters, that today he is spending evening with us along with celebrating his mother's birthday. Wishing your mother a very happy birthday on behalf of the Toastmaster Club. And let's begin with your speech. The title, 3 Mistakes of My Life, Toastmaster Ankit. 3 Mistakes of My Life. Over to you.
There are 4 things a person needs for success: a medium amount of intelligence, a little bit of imagination, self-confidence, and failure. This was quoted by the same author whose book title I had to borrow for the evening. My fellow readers may have already adjudged the 3 mistakes of my life. Hold your horses for now. Dear toastmasters and lovely guests, good evening. I'm talking about the 3 instances of leadership in my life, which recognized the innate leadership qualities I have, and also why I am still away from being a leader. First mistake: cricket is my religion. Elements in our nation, one which brings it together, and the other which divides it. It was the summer of 2007, and I wanted to be a professional cricketer in my life, and I had started working towards it. All was good until one day, the coach of our team appointed me as the captain for the upcoming friendly series with a not-so-friendly neighborhood school. I was acceptable for the entire school as a class monitor for a strength of 50, but myself had apprehensions about leading a sports team of 11. However, we went on to win the series and also some bragging rights for our school principal. Was to let the players feel free and express themselves on the field, and to have healthy strategic chats off the field. This democratic style of leadership instilled in me that I can be a good captain apart from being a good class monitor. Second mistake: engineering. Almost every engineer feels that way. However, this time leadership came knocking at my doorstep in the form of event management. It was the cultural fest in our college, the only time engineers feel sanguine and not doubtful about their future and life. I had to put on multiple hats this time around. The planner, administrator, logistics manager, the innovator, and more importantly, a crowd puller. The team pulled off that event successfully. Thanks to that understanding of each other's needs, maintaining that harmonious team environment, and moving ahead with a common goal of making that event a grand success. This affiliative style helped me become one of the most approachable and amiable seniors in the college. Alas, the girls still chose to keep me away. The first job, third mistake. Like any other middle class family in India, mine had certain expectations from me. One of them was to land up a good job after engineering. My stint with a highly revered Indian IT company lasted just 2.5 years. However, the toughest phase when I had to lead a smaller unit of a large team for a smooth handover post my resignation. This mistake by far taught me the most. I had to pretend that I was on a good equation with my managers and had to equally motivate the newcomers in the team to be a team member first and work sincerely. I had a simple farewell message for them, a quote by a former Prime Minister, Srimati Indira Gandhi. There are two kinds of people in this world, one who do the work and the other who take the credit. Try to be in the first group. There's always less competition over there. If there could be one hidden style of leadership common to all these mistakes, it was the bureaucratic style. I observed I absolutely loved to play by the books and expected my team to behave in the same way because I personally believe the one who knows the rules knows the best way to break them. But there are no mistakes with a set of strong lessons. The armor of leadership I had donned had several chinks to expose my weaknesses. Firstly, my leadership lacked innovation. In that mad rush to play by the books, I often ignored the room for creativity, making almost all tasks seem mundane and mechanical. Secondly, my rendezvous with leadership was short lived every time. I could never explore the coaching and styles within me. Rather, never got the chance to acknowledge whether they existed in the first place or not. Toastmasters is a place where leaders are made. The question arises whether one should grab these opportunities to develop the skills they are lacking or nurture the already present skills and master them. I think I got my answer when I read the following line from Chetan Bhagat's Three Mistakes of My Life. Tell me, who will be more successful in life? The kid who knows all the chemical formulae, or the one who knows teamwork, passion, and focus? What do you feel, Toastmaster of the day?
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankit. Oh, you made me remember few mistakes of my life as well. But I believe mistakes are part of our life and they are painful when happens. But years later, they are the teachers for our lifetime. Thank you so much for this wisdom, and we'll give 30 seconds to provide feedback to Ankit on a private chat.
You are on mute.
Sorry. So this is now we'll move to the last prepared speech of the evening. And before we call upon the speaker, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Nivedita to introduce Toastmasters pathway and speech purpose. Over to you, Toastmaster Nivedita.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So today, the speaker is attempting her icebreaker. So the objective is to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. Timer, please note the time, 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, speaker, to the speaker. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nivedita. So when I asked this Toastmaster again, what is December for her? And she said, December is more laziness and lots of yummy foods. Yes, Toastmaster Kushamanjali, I can relate with it. As so many parties lined up this month, so much food to indulge in. Please welcome Toastmaster Kushamanjali and wish her all the best for her icebreaker speech. The title of the speech, Aim Higher. Aim Higher, Toastmaster Kushamanjali.
Audible and visible?
Yes,
okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So I know many of you would be wondering what exactly is her name. I'll help you out. It is Kusum Anjali. It's as complicated as relationship status of many of us. But this name has a lot of precedence in my life. It is just like the way it is unique, I have decided that I'll have to be unique in each and every effort which I do in my life. So I'll start describing myself 3 states. Now, I'll explain you how exactly, what does it mean? So my 3 states are Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Madhya Pradesh. Mom is from Madhya Pradesh, my dad is from Rajasthan, and I have been born and brought up in Gujarat. Why is it so unique? The reason it is so unique is because of the DNAs of my parents and the cultures of these locations. I have been obsessed with growth, learning, and value creation. And that's pretty very much evident in my interests. If I get any time wherein I don't have work, anything to do, I spend my time doing introspection, cycling, or playing some sports or reading. I never ever took up movies or web series as a fun time because I really don't understand it, but that's my own problem. My journey started from being a child who learned to write a lot later in her life. So any of you, is there anyone who failed in nursery? Yeah, it seems very weird, but that was me. I failed in my nursery in the writing exams. But then gradually I started learning and becoming a best version of myself. From failing right in nursery to becoming an average student and then aspiring to be a topper, which I really could make a reality. That's how my childhood went. And that's one thing which I have learned from my parents, and that has always stayed with me. It is like I always believe that it is better to aim high and miss than to aim low and hit. And that's how the journey continued ahead. It was this whole journey went in full pace. I topped my 10th and 12th, and then I, without much thought, the best option was chartered accountancy, and I took it up. I cleared my CPT, went without any breaks till the inter exams. But there came a speed breaker. I got infected by jaundice just 2 months before my exams. This was the most crucial time of my life. It would define my whole career journey. And there I am, lying in the bed for almost 25 days, wondering what to do. But I don't know what happened during those days, but it gave me one thing as a confidence that this thing, I'll take it up as a challenge and I will take charge of my life, and I'll take the responsibility of it. Everyone around me told that no matter, you just have 1 month, you can go ahead and give your exams. Give just one group. And I was like, how can I give one group? I am aspiring for a rank and you're asking me to give one group? That's not possible. And I took up the decision for the first time for my own self not to give an exam, taking a drop, which I've never done in my life, and have more time, more preparation, better results. But hardly do our life go as we plan. But I took the drop for sure. Lot of time to think, man. Till now, my life was always a super fast journey. And now I was made to think. I started thinking, am I doing right? Am I on a right track? Is CA for me? Why am I doing it? And I started conversing with my seniors and teachers to realize what exactly are we aspiring for through this race. And I realized that it's not a race. It's the time for me to explore and experience life. So the best option was I was in my college during those days, and I decided to do any and everything which was possible at that point of time. It seems crazy. I participated in speech contest, debate, mono acting, declamation, and the sports activities, whatnot, everything which was available. And I excelled at everything. I gave my best and I excelled in everything. I discovered a new version of myself. Acting and me, it was never ever possible. However, I had my own downtimes also. I won't glorify my success by ignoring my downtimes. I regret that I was not able to clear my CA in my first attempt. Rejected the offer of Big Force. However, it has always been a roller coaster ride with its ups and downs. But I always prefer to learn from my mistakes and look ahead in my life, because I believe personally that it's our choices that defines what we truly are far more than our abilities. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Kushmanjali. Hope I pronounce your name correct.
Yeah.
Okay, great. What an introduction. You're fabulous. All the best for your Toastmaster journey, and I wish you keep aiming higher and higher. So 30 seconds for feedback to Kushmanjali in the private chat. Great. So as we conclude the prepared speech segment now, let me call upon Toastmaster Rajkaran for the timer's report. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajkaran.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hemangi. And for the report, Toastmaster Manan, Speaker 1, took 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Toastmaster Ankit, Speaker 2, took 6 minutes and 45 seconds. And Toastmaster Kusumanjali took 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So all the three are qualified for the voting, and the links will be given on the chat in few seconds. Thank you, and over to you, Hemangi.
Thank you so much. We'll wait for the link vote. Okay. So as much as we plan, but still, sometimes life gives us the situation where all our planning goes for a toss. And we have to be more fit to take the quick action. That is what our next segment's all about. Table topic, which is intended to help members develop their ability to organize quickly and respond and impromptu questions or topics given by table topic masters. Before I call upon table topic master, I'll call upon timer for the guideline for table topic. Toastmaster Rajkaran again.
Thank you, Hemangi. Can you repeat, or do I need to?
Table topic timeline. So how much time they can take when you can show your green card and green screen, red screen. Yes.
So for the table topics, the minimum time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. The minimum time allotted is 1 minute and the maximum time allotted is 2 minutes. And there is 30 seconds grace period after the maximum time allotted, that is 2 minutes. And there is no grace time allotted before 1 minute. So the speaker has to speak at least for 1 minute, and I'll report the qualifying times. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Rajkaran. So to take this, I like to call upon the Toastmaster who always active during all our meetings. And again, when I asked him what December signifies for him, he quickly replied, this month is about party and assure gifts from his friends and colleagues. Yes, Toastmaster Chetan, we all love gifts and parties. For me, being HR, this month, arranging parties and gifts for my employees, so I can understand. Welcome to Toastmaster Chetan for table topics. Over to you. Thanks.
Thank you, Team Oli, for setting the tone for the Toastmasters and doing a lot of things which I was required to do. So now it's about the table topics. And thank you, Team Oli, for the topic. Now, what a
You're not very clear, Chetan.
what a very fabulous topic. Now it's clear, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I'll start again. Okay, on table topics, I think that we have the most easiest topic on table topic, which is the festival, and the month of December. And most of you can talk it for as long as you want to, but for the paucity of time, you require to talk only for 1 to 2 minutes, as said by the timer. Now, in life, we have many such occasions to speak impromptu than to speak on a very detailed speech all the time. So here's your opportunity to polish your impromptu speech. Just speak for a little over a minute with the very easy questions that I'm going to put in front of you. Now, please type in your name in the chat box of all the volunteers who'd like to participate in the table topics, guest and member alike, please. May I have the name, please? Charles. Hi, Charles. Can you spotlight Charles?
Hi, Chetan. Actually, my video cannot be put on because of the internet issue. I hope that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with that. Okay, Charles. What does Christmas means to you? What does Christmas means to you, Charles?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Thanks, Chetan, for that topic. This topic is very close to my heart. What does Christmas mean to me? So Christmas is a time of celebration. It's a time to enjoy. It's a time to be with family. That is very important. Christmas is also a time to just relax as the theme is of December. From January to November, you keep on running around. But in December, it's a time wherein most of us are on holidays. So that's the time when you don't get any mails or any call from anyone. So I'm very happy for that. And that keeps you to regenerate yourself. And you can enjoy the Christmas sweets. I'm a big foodie, so during Christmas, it's a time wherein I hog on a lot of sweets. So it's definitely Christmas is a time for, if you ask me personally, Christmas is a time for putting on weight. So I hope it is for the other ones. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Chetan, over to you.
Thank you, Charles. Thanks for the very candid response on what the Christmas meant to you. We all love gifts and we all love sweets also. Now, can I have Manjeet or Kshitij or Babu for that matter to start with? Manjeet, can we have you for the table topics?
Yes, Chetan. Is it okay if I don't put on my video?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay with us. Okay. Manjeet, what are your New Year resolutions? What are your New Year resolutions, Manjeet?
Thank you, Chetan. Thank you for this, giving me a topic like this, because actually I have really not thought anything about the new year and its resolutions. But as far as I know, everybody makes a lot of resolutions only to break them. The first month, everybody is very charged, and they think very ambitiously about things that they would want to do, like perhaps lose weight, get fitter, read a book that they've been owning since a long time, join a hobby class that they've not been able to, spend more time with their family, and blah blah blah. And end of January, beginning of February, and as you're caught up in the rigmarole of life and your duties, all your resolutions go out of the window. You forget them, and you are caught in the whirlwind of life. This is what I have seen people around me. And as a result, Chetan, I've never really taken any New Year resolution. I always follow my heart, and I'm happy when I follow my heart. I am able to do that I resolve. So, well, I'm going to do that in 2021 also, and wishing that 2021 is a good year for all of us, and it really brings back the joy, brings an end to this COVID, and brings back the joy of bonding and meeting people once again. Over to you, Toastmaster Chetan.
Thank you, Manjit. We all make resolutions just to not to sound a social outclass. So we just so we can talk among friends, and so we all make resolution for that. Okay, can I ask Kshitij to for the next table topic? Kshitij, you there? Kshitij? Okay. Can I have any of the guests volunteering to speak? We have Swati, we have Mahek, we have Sharad as well.
I'd like to listen for once. I always end up coming on stage on table topics.
Okay. Okay, Swati, can you go ahead?
Do I have to go ahead?
Yeah, you can. You can. It just.
Actually, I end up coming up all the time, so I like hearing for a change.
No problem. Can we have Sharad, please? Sharad, you there?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, Sharad. Okay. 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 Sharad, your topic is describe a Christmas present you always wanted but never received. Describe a Christmas present that you always wanted but never received. Sharad.
Yeah, thank you. A Christmas present I always wanted and I never received. I think it would be a very long list. Wanted, and I'm unable to recall any particular thing. But yes, the whole idea behind the Christmas, the Santa and Santa coming through the chimney and giving the gift in the box is really very, very exciting. And I think it should be surprise. The whole excitement of the Christmas gift is the surprise factor. And I think I've learned to enjoy what I'm getting, and not to expect, have much, not have so much of it. So I think I would be happy to have surprises and not have much expectation. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. No, no issue. Thank you, Sharad. Thank you for your candid response. All right. Now we have, can we have other guests who can volunteer? Guest.
Why don't you call Madhu?
Madhu is
Yes,
there?
Madhu.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'll try. Yeah.
Okay. Madhu Kumar. Okay. Okay, Madhu. If you are given paid holiday from Christmas to New Year, where would you like to travel and why? If you are given paid holiday from Christmas to New Year, where would you like to travel and why?
So, dear Toastmasters and guests, so traveling is something which is exciting, and I did not had much of an opportunity in my life earlier to travel. I was busy during my studies, so attending schools, college, universities. Afterwards, got busy into in jobs, working continuously. So, and then, so most of my work, I first started working as a teacher, then in colleges, then into coaching companies. All weekends I had to work, and we get offs only on the weekdays. So not much opportunity to mingle or attend various activities. So, and it's very difficult to get the leaves there. So I was very frustrated, and obviously I wanted to travel. So I had made lots of plans. So in case if somebody gives me a paid holiday, obviously, I would like to explore. And starting with, of course, I would like to visit most of the places here in India, so northern part of India, occasionally except some interviews also, so that I get to appreciate the culture which is there in our country itself, which is quite different from one to another in terms of food, in terms of various other festivals and everything. Then I would like to move on to other countries. Many times we see China and other neighboring countries, we share little more social, cultural, a common thought process compared to some other place. Then I would like to go other countries in Europe as well, how they have advanced in a way which is quite different from us, how their individualism is quite different. So I hope I'm hopeful, or I'm sanguine to develop all the positivities so that it could be betterment for myself and for the community as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhu Kumar. I think that was a very exhaustive list, and hope somebody gives you that kind of holiday. Can we have Anup? Anup Kalotia?
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Anup.
I hope I am audible.
Yes, you are.
And
yes,
visible.
You are audible.
Yeah.
Yes, you are audible. Shall we? Okay, Anup.
Yes.
What is the best? Okay, Anup. Okay, what is the best Christmas or festival gift that you ever received? What is the best Christmas or festival gift you ever received, Anup?
So yeah, so this question reminds me of a time when we had in during my college days we had played Secret Santa, and so this Secret Santa was slightly unique in terms of the kind of gifts that you could give to the other person, and there was a budget of 50 rupees in which you had to give the other person. And the gift that I received was I like to cook, and the gift that I have this habit of not using a pair of spatula while cooking, and in process not being able to flip the omelets to the best or as best as they can be done. And a friend gifted me a pair of spatula, and that was probably a very thoughtful and a nice gift that I'd received. So yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster. Chintan, sorry.
Chetan. That's
Chetan,
okay.
sorry.
Thank you, Anup. Thank you very much. And can we have one more speaker, please? One more speaker, and anybody can volunteer. Anyone?
I'm okay. I can volunteer.
I think we have Mahek who would like to volunteer.
Yeah, ask Mehak if she's or Nivedita.
Mahek, just type in the name in the chat box. Mahek, can we have you? Guest Mahek. Hi, Mahek.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Mahek.
Yeah.
What is your favorite holiday activity? Movie, shopping, or do nothing? What is your favorite holiday activity? Movie, shopping, or do nothing? Mahek.
So good evening, Toastmasters, guests, and everyone else. So my favorite holiday activity is obviously watching TV or web series or binge watching Netflix, because I feel like there is a lot of these days cinema has started to have a lot of content. Initially, movies were just blockbuster, all those without any content, no plot. So, but this nowadays the content is changing. We have stories like the Harshad Mehta story, Scam 1992, which was really good. Then, so I feel like cinema has a very cinema plays a very important role in the lives of, like, in India, because it has the power to change us. So I have always, my holiday activity is always watching TV or shopping. I'm not very fond of, especially because you have to go to the changing room, try a number of clothes again and again. So that is very boring for me. And plus, because of because of the COVID situation, we are not able to actually go out now enough. So binge watching is the only option left.
Thank you, Mahek. I think we all like binge watching. And can you have a big round of applause for all the volunteers who participated in the table topics? Thank you all the participants. And can you have the timer report, please, before I hand over to the TMOD? Timer. Can we have the timing of all the speakers?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Chetan. And Charles took 1 minute and 20 seconds. Manjeet took 2 minutes. Sharad took 1 minute and 10 seconds. Madhu took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Anup took 1 minute and 15 seconds. And Mehak took 1 minute and 20 seconds. So all are qualified for the voting.
Congratulations to all the speakers, and may the best one win. Over to TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chetan, and thank you, Toastmaster Rajkaran, for the timers report. What an apt topics for the season of Christmas and holidays. And thanks to all participants for their thinking. So let's move to our next segment. December is not only for planning, but December also is a month to look back, review, evaluate. What have we done throughout the year? Learn from our past and see what could we have done better. What we did good, what could have been improved, which will help us in planning our next year. Likewise, our next segment, I like to invite our general evaluator who has observed our meeting and who will tell us what we did well and what we can improve upon. But before I call Toastmaster, I like to call upon Toastmaster Rajkaran again for the timing guideline of this segment. Toastmaster Rajkaran, please.
Yeah, just a second. Thank you, Toastmaster Hemangi. For the evaluations, the minimum time allotted is 2 minutes and the maximum time allotted is 3 minutes. And there is 30 seconds grace period before the minimum time and after the maximum time allotted. So I'll display the green card at 2 minutes and the yellow card at 2 minutes and 30 seconds and red card at 3 minutes. And uh, I'll show the reports or when called upon. Thank you so much. And over to you, Toastmaster Hemangi.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Rajkaran. So let me call upon our general evaluator, Toastmaster Shirish, to present overall evaluation of today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Shirish.
Good evening and Merry Christmas. I'm audible?
Good evening.
Am I audible?
Yes, Toastmaster.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank God it's December. So now at the end of this year, we are assessing what we have done. Assessment of an individual member as well. Assessment of overall team are essential to enhance teamwork. Assessing teamwork, improve the goal attainment, enriches relationship, and enhance the performance. So in this round, speech evaluators to assess will assess or evaluate prepared speeches. As a general evaluator, I have 3 duties to perform. 1, call the speech evaluator to give the feedback to speakers. Generally, evaluator follows CRC method: comment, recommend, and comment. Then I will call tag team, that is timer, counter, grammarian, to present their report. And third task is I will give my report on entire meeting. Now to begin this section, first I will call timer to give, as he has given the timing guidelines, I will invite first evaluator team Pratibha to evaluate speech of Toastmaster Manan. Pratibha.
Good evening. Good evening, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Shirish, and fellow Toastmasters, guests, and especially Speaker Manan. It is said that fear is a friend, dressed like enemy. It may be appearing negative, but always brings changes positively in our attitude, in our actions. You started your speech aptly, going directly into the matter in that subject. The example of your power of subconscious mind, a speech on which we just had last few sessions, the reminder given by you helped a lot. Not only that, you narrated an interesting story about one athletics race, how the goal was set, and under which circumstances the goal was achieved, what were the challenges, and how the media took it otherwise, and everything in detail in your story. It was narrated in a proper way. And finally, you gave how the fear made it possible to achieve the goal, and the message was clear. It may be looking simple, a complicated subject, but you presented in a very simple way, and you inspired me as well as others. In the last speech, you were given feedback on improving voice modulation and body language. For voice modulation, what I observed, you have given proper, you have effectively implemented the pauses, pace, and pitch, so that the voice, while telling the story will become more effective. Not only that, the body language, the camera position, and your hand gestures, your micro expressions were all suitable for your speech. And that was implemented, evaluation was implemented, and the feedback was implemented. Now, to enhance the speech value, I would also like to suggest you to please, during the conclusive state of the speech, please give some call for action, inspire the audience with just repeating the points you had mentioned earlier. With this, I liked your voice modulation, pace, speech pauses, and storytelling skills, with making the complicated subject Very simple. Over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratibha. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Arvind to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Ankit. Over to Arvind, Toastmaster Arvind.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Thank God it's December. I'm sanguine that the year is coming to an end, and also sanguine that in the 6.45 seconds, the speaker, Ankit, used intelligence, imagination, self-confidence, and failure to express a wonderful speech and to give anecdotes about it. I loved the way he said the title of the speech. I didn't know it was not his, but then when he began, he did attribute it to the concerned person, saying that he has borrowed the speech. That is something well done. The three anecdotes that the experiences or the anecdotes that the speaker enumerated went well and as the structure of the speech. The words used were beautiful. It was structured well. It showed self-confidence of the speaker and also the humility that he had to express his failure at times. Having said this, I would have loved to understand if the speaker had taken the test that is mandatory before he attempts this project, and what were the results that came out to say what were his leadership styles. Now, the anecdotes did say what style he used, but what were his styles? Because the whole project is about to use the style that you actually have, but change it to whatever happens, and how do you change it because of the other person's attitude. I would have loved to know in each of these cases, especially in the second case where he had the event management. He said he had the affiliative style. Wow, that was good. But there he spoke about his failure. And I wish he would have used his affectionate style to get what he wanted when he said he couldn't get any girls. And now let me say that the fourth mistake that he has made today, I want to see how he gets out of it when he should have actually been by his mother's side and not here to give this speech. And I want to see how his situational leadership style would be displayed once he gets back into her arms. Having said this, it was a wonderful speech. I loved the way he spoke, and I wish him all the very best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvind. Now, I would like to call last evaluator, Toastmaster Nivedita, who is evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Kusumanjali.
Good evening once again. If you aim higher than you expect, you would have reached higher than you dreamt. First of all, I would like to congratulate my speaker, Toastmaster Kusumanjali, for embarking her journey by giving her icebreaker speech today. So congratulations, Kusumanjali, and a great start. I'll start with what you have done really well. You begin So the first and most important is the way your title. That itself talks about your confidence, your ambitious, aim higher. And that led me to give that line about aiming higher. What are the benefits of aiming higher? So you started with a very inspiring title. Then you explain your name. Then you talked about the way you have a combination of three states, your mother, your father, as well as the way you born in Gujarat. So that helped me to get insight about your childhood. You have created excitement in your speech at a frequent intervals that kept me engaging. In a way, by your saying at a young age, you were doing introspection that compared to all other children who were really finding out, playing, doing fun, or multiple such activities. Same time, when you said the other extreme is you failed at nursery, then immediately you change the gear to the other extreme, and we came to know, or I witnessed your ambitious side. That I loved your quote when you said you aim for higher and lose it than to aim low and then achieve it. This is really inspiring. So overall, you are very confident. You have a good hand gestures, and then you came out as a become a CA, which is one of the most respected profession. What you could have done better? So to know me as your childhood, we literally know much more about your family, your parents, your siblings, how they shape you in your childhood, what is the impact on them. So that would have added to know you as a person in totality. Okay, more about your friends, how they impacted you, how you impacted them, so on and so forth. But still, as this is your first speech, I feel you definitely aim higher in your personal and professional life, and you as a speaker. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Nivedita. Now I will call the timer to give the timing report, sorry.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shirish. So here are the timing reports. Toastmaster Pratibha took 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Toastmaster Arvind took 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And Toastmaster Nivedita took 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So all are qualified for the vote. So
okay.
Over to you, Toastmaster Shirish.
Thank you, Rajkaran. Now I will call our counter Toastmaster Dilip to present his report.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Toastmaster Manan had no crutch words, one short pause and one repeat words, dry. Toastmaster Ankit had no crutch words, no filter words, and no repeat words. Toastmaster Kusum Anjali had 2 filter words and 1 repeat words, think. Toastmaster Charles had 2 crutch words, 2 filter words, and 1 repeat words, you can. Manjit had 8 crutch words. Toastmaster Madhu had 2 crutch words and 1 filter word. Toastmaster Anup had 11 crutch words and 1 repeat words and. Toastmaster Mehak had 5 crutch words. Toastmaster Pratibha had no crutch words and as well as no filter words. Same with Toastmaster Arvind. Toastmaster Nivedita had 1 crutch words and 1 repeat words as a. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Dilip. Now I will call grammarian Toastmaster Sunil to present his report.
Thanks, Shirish. So I think overall a very good meeting with lovely speeches. Some of the good things and the usage of good words and quotes which I noted was usages like ebullient, overwhelmed, armor of leadership, chinks, rendezvous. The quote used aim high and miss rather than aim low and hit. Rigmarole, whirlwind, anecdote. These were some wonderful words which were used during the meeting. Word of the day was also used by various speakers, Toastmaster Ankit, Toastmaster Madhu, and Toastmaster Arvind. In fact, very surprisingly, I have noted nothing which could have been, grammatically incorrect or areas of improvement. And that in itself makes me very sanguine. So thank you very much, and over to you.
Thank you, Sunil. Now I am giving general report of meeting 325. Sa, Toastmaster Raj Karan started the meeting at exact 5:30 with a beautiful background. I definitely on the online meetings, I miss the tasty snacks. Presiding officer address, presiding Toastmaster Babu addresses his speech in sanguine manner as usual. TMOD Hemangi, thank God it's December. Really, thank God. I heard the thank God it's Friday, but thank God it's December. Really, this 2020 year is to forget. How 2020 was horrible due to COVID-19 pandemic. I requested God to give one more grace year in our life. Then prepared speech. Speaker Manan gave his motivational strategy L1P3 in his speech how to achieve the goal, what strategy to be adopted. Our second speaker, Toastmaster Ankit, innovative planning L2P1, he explained leadership style about leadership style in his speech. Speaker Kusumanjali, the aim higher. Actually, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and today the Toastmaster journey, she has climbed one step. Congratulations for her. And she explained journey of her childhood to CA, and today she actually on the offline meeting we give a standing ovation, but online meeting we can't give that. So virtually we will give a standing ovation.
No, I think, sorry, just good you reminded us, Shirish, we have not given, but we can definitely give. Let's stand and give a ovation. We forget. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. I'm actually overwhelmed by this response.
Actually, we miss on online meetings, but whenever an offline meeting, we give the standing ovation.
We do it. We do.
Okay. Henceforth, we will do it. Okay. Then table topic master TM Chetan. Actually, table topic should be easy and interesting that we can speak spontaneously. And as the today's table topics were very interesting, that is based on festive season. Definitely, it was very interesting. Then table topic speakers Charles, Manjeet, Sharad, Madhu Kapoor, Anup, and Mike. They have done good table topics, and the fabulous topics were there. So they spoke very well. Then when we present the play at the time, sound, light, and backstage artists are very important when we are presenting any play or drama. Same way, our tag team, they have played timer, R counter, and grammarian. They played their role very seriously and meticulously. Thanks for them. And over to TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shirish, and the entire evaluation team for the fabulous feedback points. I'm sure all participants must have noted down their commendation and recommendation and will incorporate same in the future speeches that they will plan. So before I hand over this meeting to the presiding officer, I would like to conclude by saying, though 2020 was tough for all of us, but one beautiful thing that happened during this year, and that was we became more appreciative, more kinder to the stranger, and not to forget, we had time for our families, which we always crave for. If we see the big picture, it is really not that bad. And if you have come this far, let's pat yourself and be grateful that we are here in this December. As the year closes, please remember that your best is yet to come, and let's sanguine for our bright future. Let's thank God for this beautiful December, that we already passed our battle of 2020 and ready with new dreams, new resolutions, and plan for our brighter future. Let's celebrate with due care, of course, with our friends and families, and thank year 2020 for a great learning. Over to you, Presiding Officer Babu, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hemangi. It was a wonderful debut session, I must say, of you as the Toastmaster of the day for the last session of the year. Seamless and as calm and composed as you normally are. So let us all put our hands together for that wonderful session by the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Hemangi.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All the best. What I particularly liked, in fact, about the session is more than the regular details that you looked after. It was the particular attention to details. And I am referring to all those small events which we used to celebrate in an offline session, like the birthdays and anniversaries. And you made it a special point to bring this to our notice, whether it was Dilip's anniversary or birthday or Ankit's mother's birthday. I think very well done. And having said that, I think let us also put our hands together for all these events which we have missed, but which we remember now, at least for the day. To Dilip and Ankit. And to all the role players, commendable job as usual. It was a fantastic session, and I'm sure you supported the Toastmaster very well today in having a wonderful session this evening. Before I proceed, it will be my duty to call upon all our guests for the evening and to hear from them as to what they felt about the session today. So whoever would like to come forward, I hand over the podium. Any of the guests?
Yes. Yeah, it's a very great learning experience for me. So I get to hear various different kinds of speeches, know different people, and it was a nice experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else?
Hi, Babu. This is Charles here. Compliments
Yeah,
of the season to everyone.
Thank you.
It was a fantastic session today. Very well done by Toastmaster Hemangi. A wonderful, the topic for the season, actually, the closing of December. So wonderful. And each role player did their job very, very well. And it was a fantastic session. Looking forward for other such sessions.
Thank you. Swati, Mahek, anyone? Sharad?
I believe it's really nice to, connect with everybody, even like the frequency of these meetings. I think it has increased, right? I think we used to meet twice a month. Now we're meeting
Yes.
4 times.
Yeah.
And it's interesting use of technology, I must say. And we've gotten really well acquainted with this Zoom platform. And it was a pleasure hearing everyone, as usual.
Thank you. Thank you for coming, and look forward to seeing you at our sessions in future.
Likewise.
Yeah. Anyone else? Okay. While all of us may be heaving a great sigh of relief, saying, thank God it's December. Well, yes, the year may be coming to a close, but I must say that if we are to hope for a sanguine new year, a sanguine 2021, I think we need to observe some of those messages that we got out of those three speeches today. I have put down a few messages from there. One is to overcome our fear. And I must say that this year gone by has been full of, or quite a bit of fear and panic. So I think we need to put our fear of the pandemic aside and get on with our work, of course, with our head firmly on our shoulders. We also need to learn from all the three mistakes that Ankit has mentioned. And well, it could be more than three for some of us, or it could have been none. But yes, learning from mistakes will always help going forward. And as Kusumanjali said, yes, we can only aim higher. And if we have to reach greater heights in our lives. So now let us go for the awards for the evening. And we have 4 awards lined up. The first one is for the best table topic speaker. And this one goes to the one who has not yet made a resolution for 2021. Toastmaster Manjeet. Congratulations, Manjeet. And let us know what resolution you made at the next session.
Thank you so much.
The second is the best evaluator for the evening. And this goes to our seasoned Toastmaster who's been our guiding light at all times, DTM Arvind. Congratulations, Arvind. And the best speaker of the evening, a person who's now making it a habit, not just at the club level, but even going forward at the area and the division. The best speaker of the evening is Ankit Satanikar. Congratulations, Ankit. And we have one more award, which is the best of the big three. And today, the biggest of the big three has been none other than Toastmaster Hemangi, our Toastmaster of the day. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
All the best.
You made my 2020.
You made ours as well.
Yeah, so best of big three at the debut.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Before I proceed for my final remarks, would Toastmaster Nivedita have anything for us?
Yes.
Can we have a photo?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
yes, surely.
Request everyone to switch on their videos. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, I would like to share the January 2021 calendar with you all. So let's start a new year with all great hopes and sanguine. Let's have a sanguine start. So I just Raj, can you give me the rights to share the screen?
Please do it.
So can you see my screen? So I want everyone to come forward and take the roles, take the speech slots. because see, now it's already, we are in Jan, and we all as a members, we have to complete our speeches in this year as early as possible. So I'm requesting everyone to book their speech slots and start working on them. So we will have meetings. We will not have the meeting on 2nd Jan, as everybody will be in the holiday mood. So we have a meeting on 9th, 16th, 23rd. 9th and 23rd is our 2nd and 4th. So we will have an additional meeting on 16th and 30th. Share the detailed plans shortly, but here I would like to speak. We need a role players on for 9th, that is grammarian, accountant, timer, as well as evaluators, and in big 3 that is a table topic master and the general evaluator. So that is the immediate requirement, but of course all the role players can, all the members can block the slots for the subsequent meetings as well. Okay, so I'll publish this this sort of a dashboard in our group today evening, so that you can very well refer, you can plan your speeches well in advance. Even if you want to plan for the month of Feb, you can very well let me know. And as you all know, the our BTM group is now operational, available for the discussion on these lines, so that we can interact, we can discuss on this group as well. So that's it from my side. Over to you, Babu. If you have any query, let me know. Thanks. Over to you, Babu.
Thank you, Nivedita. Fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, in conclusion, let me take the opportunity of wishing all of you the very best for a bright, prosperous, successful, and above all, I would say a COVID-free New Year. Let us carry forward the spirit of Christmas and make it more infectious than the virus that we have been fighting so far. Let us all resolve to have a more exciting, more vibrant for all of us, personally, professionally, socially, and may I say, oratorically, at Bombay Toastmasters. Best wishes to all of you for a happy 2021. And with that, the curtains will come down on the last session for 2020. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you next
Happy New
year.
Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Arvind.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to
Happy New Year
all.
to everyone.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.